Knowing that Oculus is a Blumhouse production, I went in basically expecting Insidious, a basic supernatural horror film full of jump scares and scowy looking ghosts and whatnot. So imagine my surprise when I instead got a pretty clever, creepy, and well-crafted little movie that blends psychological and supernatural horror to great effect. The movie plays out in two timelines. The first follows two siblings who reunite to document and destroy an evil old mirror. And the second shows the backstory behind why these two are so invested in destroying the antique. I love the way the movie balances and ultimately blends the two timelines. It's a creative angle that adds complexity to what would otherwise be a very simplistic story. But more importantly, it helps the movie explore its themes of mental illness and past trauma. A big part of what sets Oculus above the pack for me is the psychological angle. It doesn't quite work on the level of something like The Babadook, where you can really question if the whole thing is entirely psychological, but it does toy with similar ideas. It explores the way that people who undergo really negative experiences often end up going back to those things and reliving them, even if all evidence points to that being a terrible idea. I definitely don't relate to these characters in any way, shape, or form. I would never do such a thing. I also just think the mirror serves as an absolutely fantastic antagonist, as weird as that sounds. It's so much more powerful and deceptive than the two characters who decide to take it on. But these two aren't stupid either, so it ends up being a really exciting battle of wills. I just love stories about people trying to kill unkillable entities or destroy indestructible objects. It usually forces the writers and the characters to think outside the box and results in good material, which is definitely the case here. So yeah, Oculus is way more solid than I expected, and it's definitely worth a watch if you love clever psychological horror. In my opinion, it's a solid 7 out of 10.